Hi guys, welcome to Crypto B 101. My name is Ahmed Oladimeji Kazim, and this is Bitcoin and Breakfast Show. And this is where we trade it and we don't gamble it. This is where we bring you the good values, good information, and to clear all this misinformation going on in the market every day on your screen. We know the merge is coming, and we can now see we have, as I'm recording right now, let me refresh. You can see we have about 1 hour 35 minutes left until the merge happens, and everyone has been talking about it. We've seen institutional people coming out and trying to see if they're going to be allowing people to stake their ETH. We've seen people now trying to create their own pool, and also you and I can now become a miner by staking some amount of ETH, and we can be approving people's transaction, and with that we can also be making money. But before we get into that, if you've not subscribed to the channel, you need to do that right now. Go to the channel, subscribe right here. Don't forget to like, share, and turn on the notification bell. You can see the subscriber is growing significantly. I can't even believe it myself. But that shows the good work, the good value we bring it to you guys, because what we care about is just you guys' satisfaction and showing you or letting you know what is best and what is good for you in the market. And if you've not subscribed, you have to do that. If you've not seen the videos, you can go back and watch all our videos. We have shorts and stuff like that where you can learn one or two things on different episodes. So without further ado, let's quickly check what is kicking on in the market. Breaking news: the South Korean authority issue arrest warrant for Terra co-founder Do Kwon. You know, like I told you guys, I said do not buy the Luna 2 or Luna Classic or whatever they might call it when they launch it some time ago too, for the rebranding and stuff like that, because I saw the surge and I knew something was wrong. It went to about $8 and crashed down back to about $2, and I don't even know what it's on right now, but I'm going to check it out on the chat section when we get there, when we look about what Bitcoin is doing, what ETH is doing, and also what is going on with the Terra Luna, because right now the co-founder Do Kwon has been declared or has been issued an arrest warrant. So whenever he comes into the country, he must go and submit himself to the police. And that's that on the Terra. And we all know what happened to Terra in May, where the value, imagine a coin that was worth 100 and something, dropped down to 0. So they were like, how could that happen? You have a UST, you have this, so that means the dollar peg thing is being a scam. And he said no, even him, he lost a lot of money in doing so, that it's not a scam, it's just one or two things that went on. And now they put on the Luna 2 so that you and I, if you're part of the member, we can now be the governing body, also vote or partake in whatever that is going on in the community, so it doesn't belong to one man anymore. And you can see here the warrant was reported issued in relation to violation of capital rules and target 5 more individuals who are currently residing in Singapore. You see why I told you, even though you're on a project, you need to keep doing your own research. You need to keep even checking on the roadmap. The moment they are not doing what they said they're going to do, you must know things will go wrong. And speaking of authorities, we have Treasury blacklist Bitcoin addresses linked to Iranian ransomware group. You know, we heard of this alleged hacker tied to Iranian military that have been sanctioned by the US government, which blacklisted their BTC addresses. And you know, this is what we say we want to see in the crypto world, where we can know that regulation is coming in, or there is a way things can be done to curb all these criminals or fraudulent things going on in the crypto space. But for you not to fall a victim, for you not to be part of all these things happening to some people, subscribe to a channel like this where we bring out information that you need every day. We tell you what's going on in the market, and also we let you understand if it's the right time to buy any project or jump into any investment, because that is very important in securing your asset. And we can see the United States Treasury Office of Foreign Asset Control today issued sanction against 10 people and 2 companies associated with a ransomware group tied to the Iran Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. And I think that's a big news too. And also we have the ETH merge coming up, and we can see the Ethereum merge is going to happen shortly, like I show you at the time. Let me refresh it once more, because I told you Google to put the countdown on their website since about a week ago, and everyone has been talking about that. Now we have 1 hour 29 minutes before the merge happens. Is the merge going to increase the gas fee? Is it going to lower the gas fee? Is it going to make your wallet address vulnerable to hackers? Is it going to make your token in your wallet increase? Or is it going to affect the altcoins that were trading on the ETH ecosystem? This and more is what we're going to be discussed later on this platform. So you need to subscribe now, like and share. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you can have the full information and knowledge about what is going on, what the merge is all about. And now in the world of NFT, we can see NFT platforms shut down, citing close to zero traction because of they could not meet up with the funding. While withdrawal are still possible, renters are now disabled, and users have until October 13 to finish withdrawals. After that, the protocol will launch emergency withdrawal and send the token to their prospective owners. You understand? It's what I've been preaching on this channel. Is what we've been telling you, that you do not just bank on any project, especially NFT, because there's so much bubble, there's so much noise in the game. You need to know who's behind it. You need to know what's going on. You need to know if the project is viable, it's reliable, and you can now do your own research and see if you can put some money on it and you do not lose your money. You can now see we've seen so much thing happening in the crypto world. We saw Voyager collapsing, we saw Celsius collapsing, and so more other exchanges or DeFi what's it called, USDC stablecoin company collapsing. We saw what happened to Luna too, because of what? The space is not yet being regulated. And if that is not happening, you do not need to take any chances. So you need a channel like this. You need good information. Do your research before you bag your hard-earned money on any project. So the countdown is still going on Ethereum merge. I think we now have about 1 hour 27 minutes until that happens. But before we go, if you've not subscribed to our channel, like and share so you can be part of the greatness happening on this platform. All right, let's quickly check other news making headlines before we move to other stuff. We can see SEC sues Chicago crypto capital employees for illegal selling BXY token. That's why I tell you, do your research before you put your money on any project. Judge approved use of independent examiner in crypto lender Celsius bankruptcy case. Celsius have been coming up saying they're bankrupt and stuff like that, and now they've approved an independent examiner to even check it out if truly they were bankrupt or there was some scam or something going on the ground that people don't know. And they need to protect the investors, they need to protect the people. So US bankruptcy judge Martin Glenn ruled on Wednesday that the scope of the independent examiner would include an examination on several areas, including Celsius crypto holders, where there was a change in account offerings form and program of custody service, and a whole lot of more like that, and even withhold accounts, and Celsius procedure for paying various taxes, and the current status of the utility obligation of Celsius mining business. And I like this because you can't just come and say you're bankrupt and stuff like that. So they approve an independent examiner to check it out so you guys can have a clear picture of how the whole thing happened. And we can see Michael Saylor making the headlines again because he's saying as Ethereum merge looms, Michael Saylor pushes back against Bitcoin energy critics, talking about what comes out of Bitcoin is not even, it's 10 times greater than the cost of its output. So what they're trying to say is, even if what is costing us to do Bitcoin is this, what is coming out of it is far, far more that can possibly help in getting whatever that is affecting the mining or the ecosystem better. And that's why we have this guy saying is not so simple. He held that dedicated energy powering this device will move to generic computer, redistributing that efficiency that will not limit carbon emission. That will not limit carbon emission. You do your hand like this. Your hand for sure. That will not limit carbon emission. So that's that on Michael Saylor. Now we have another news in the market. Crypto exchange ByBit held derivative trading in Brazil. So I don't know how this is going to be good for the Brazilians, because we all need to trade, and the derivative part is where you place your trade on margin or leverage and all of that. And now they say they halted in Brazil after commission ban. But we're going to look into the news and we'll bring the whole news to you. So now that's on the news for today. We know Ethereum merge is coming up and we're all excited about it. So we're waiting to see what will happen in no time. So without wasting time, let's check what's happening in the fundamental world. Like we always do, we can see on Monday we have so much to do, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, and now we see today we're having something great coming up as well, which is the GDP, the core retail sales month to month, like I said, the Empire State Manufacturing Index, and also retail sales month to month. And all these are very important because we can see how volatile the market has been because of all this news. But I can tell you, even without seeing the news, I'll tell you what to do with the chart, because the chart will analyze or interpret whatever that is going on in the macroeconomy to me, and I can know how or when to put my money in it. And also we're going to have some unemployment claims. We're going to have natural gas storage, and tomorrow we should be looking at some sentiment and looking at some UOM inflation expectation and lots more on the fundamentals. For more of this, you need to stick to the channel, subscribe, like, and share so you can be part of this greatness happening on this platform. So without no wasting time, let's quickly check how the market cap is doing regarding, we know ETH merge is coming up. So let's see if a lot of things are happening. But crypto is below 1 trillion again. Now it's trading at 986 billion, and in the last 24 hours it's trading about 80 billion. That's a lot of money for me and you to grab. And we can now see BTC, Bitcoin dominance has now dropped to 38.9, while ETH dominance has dropped to 19.9. Let's quickly check tokens that are making waves. We can see Ravecoin is making waves. We spoke about it yesterday because miners of proof of work that were mining Ethereum, since it's moving to proof of stake, they say okay, they will rather be mining Ravecoin. And I told you we could see Ravecoin moving upward because there will now be smooth transactions, no delay when we have a lot of miner mining it. Also, we have Ethereum trending definitely because Ethereum cloud merge is coming up shortly, and we need to watch out for that. In just less than 2 hours, we're going to have the news all over the internet. ETH Classic 2 is trending, and let's take a look at the Bitcoin and other coins in the market, how they're doing, the price at which they are right now. And we can now see Bitcoin is trading at $20,055, while the appreciation is now moved to 3.8% in 7 days and about 0.15% in 1 hour. We can see ETH is trading at 1,006, and the 7 days movement, it's down about 2.10%, and it's been appreciated for about 0.29%. And also we can see Solana is appreciating about 1.7% in the last 7 days. We can see other coins, some have dropped about 3% in the last 7 days, talking about Shiba Inu. Let's quickly check the coins on the 100. We're going to check the Terra Luna out to see how the chart is doing as well. So now we can now see that we have Gala on 101 now, we have Yen Finance on 102, we have Covex Finance on 103, and we can now see Cadena drop down more, and even QTUMA drop down. Even Gemini dollar is now sitting at 1 110, and we can see some of them have dropped about 4% in the last 7 days, 10% in the last 7 days, and some of them have appreciated about 4% in the last 24 hours and about 0.16% in the last 1 hour. So these are more other coins on the 100, and we always try to check it out so we know how all these tokens are performing in the market. All right, let's go to where everyone is waiting for, and that's to check out what's going on in the market, talking about the chart. And you know, if you watch my videos, if you've not seen them, you need to go check them out. I told you that we were going to retest this zone. You see, I'm expecting market to touch this zone, this area, and that's why the market has pulled down, now forming a kind of structure on a lower time frame. But now you need to be careful, because there's something I'm seeing here. Because sometimes when we have what we call an order block, sometimes they won't let the market touch the place before the buyback, and later, maybe in the nearest future, is when they'll bring the market down there. You need to be smart and you need to be clever when you're analyzing your chart. Just like when you're reading the fundamental news, you need to know what is going on in the macro economy and know the meaning of those things and how they affect the trading or investing in general. So right now, what I'm seeing, I haven't seen Bitcoin drop down to this about 19,700. My target was 19,500 to 19k. So now it touched 19,700, just 200 points above my target, and now a structure is being formed. And you can see we're having this structure, and whenever you're seeing this structure, you need to be careful, because it might be that we're gonna see a buyback from here and not touch the mitigation point. They do that. It happens. You understand? It happens in the market. So now you need to be careful and watch out for your trade today, because we've been failing to break this zone, and now we have the spike down to 19,700, and now this structure is now coming up. And when I see something like this, I'm always prepared to, okay, let me use this one so you guys can, okay, I think it's this. Yeah, you know, we can see the structure now form from here to this point. Now it's at this point, which mitigating this area, you can see, because we have it. And now I must tell you, we can now see the market move. Oh, sorry, I stopped that. We can now see the market move above like this. Let me show you. We can see the market move like this, forming something like this, because we have that block here, coming down to touch this point again, then zoom up to mitigate this point, and now probably we have another retest. Then we'll now come and test the proper way down there, or we'll see the market continue moving up. So right now, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm preparing my, oh, why is this like this? Sorry, I need to close it. Yeah, then delete. Okay, yeah, that's good. So now what I'll tell you now is I'm taking a buy here. I'm not going to lie to you. I've said I took a buy here because this is a structure I'm always looking out for, and we can see it mitigate this point. So I took a buy here just before I start the show, and I'm expecting the market to do something like this, to move up like this, then probably this side to come down like this, and now we can have another movement to now form probably the start of a new trend, probably come down, retest, then we see shoot up to break, and probably we'll be seeing that 25,000 you guys have been talking about. But I still expect market to touch between 90,000 and 9,500, but sometimes the market can turn out like, because this structure I'm seeing is a buy structure for me according to my analysis. Not financial advice anyway, but I'm just telling you this is what I do, and that's how I've been making some guap. So I put a buy here now, and where's my stop loss? My stop loss is just below 19,600. Use your own risk reward, because we have different amounts in the market, different lot size we can buy, but that's where I put my stop loss. My stop loss is just below 19,600, and if we're breaking this point, then I'm going to put a short, you understand, and I'm still going to make my money and make more money. But I just put a buy here to see if we're going to break it. So if you don't want to put a buy here, you want to wait, as you know you're not an experienced trader, you can put your buy above 2,500, because I believe once we break here, we're going to see the market forming structure up to this point, or even now breaking it, because the movement we saw last week was a good one and we needed the retest of the order block. Then the market should continue going up. So that's that about Bitcoin. More of the charts, more of the analysis, and how you should understand it will be dropped on our Traders Corner. So you need to subscribe to the channel, stick to the channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell, so as we're dropping it, you are getting the gems immediately. So that's that on Bitcoin. Let's quickly check ETH out, because we know the merge is coming up. Let's check ETH out. Wow, you see, you can see what I draw on ETH. I told you it's going to move like this, probably come down, and that's exactly what has been happening. You understand? My drawings might not be accurate, but my information is accurate. You understand? Because what matters is the information. And now we're having ETH2 doing the same thing like BTC. I've been creating this bottom out, now have a structure, mitigate the structure. Now it's breaking out. Now we're having it coming down here. We can now have ETH2 do something like this, you see, move like this, and probably come to test this area. Then we see the shoot up after the merge, because you know the merge is coming up in less than, I think, 2 hours as I'm recording this video. Or if the merge is not as we expected, please don't forget to put your short below 1,550, because once we break this point, I bet you we're gonna see the market drop down to this point 100%. Once we break this point, we're gonna see the market drop down like this. But I feel like with the hype, with the everything everyone is talking about, Ethereum merge, and with the structure I'm seeing from the market, I believe market is just coming to retest. Then we should have the blast off. But if we fail to break those retest area, just know we're going to see another Red Sea market falling down dramatically. So that's that on ETH. Stick to the channel to get the chart analysis fully while we drop the Let's Trade It video. But let's check Luna 2, because we have to do this. We have to check this. The co-founder Dukwon was issued arrest warrant yesterday, and anytime it comes to the company, probably will be arrested. And we can now see the market has fallen from roughly $8 to $2. I told you, don't buy it, because the surge was just something unacceptable. And you can see, if you put your money on here and you didn't listen, you must have lost all your money. And that's why I tell you this channel is important, because we give you value, good information that is going to help you become a financial freedom person, where you don't need to stress. It's not financial advice. It's not as if you're doing magic, but we've spent some time in the market. We have the experience, and we're sharing it with you, so you too can have the same experience and make some money for yourself. Now, I told you don't buy. Why did I say don't buy? Because this surge was just unacceptable. We can see it has dropped back about 71%, more than 71% drop back. Do you get what I'm trying to tell you? So now, and the co-founder is being issued an arrest warrant. We don't know what's going on. We're still gonna stick to the news and hear what is going to happen to him. But you can see the token. So I will tell you, just stay out of Luna right now. Let the old news, the old noise calm down. We're going to see a structure being formed. When we see a structure being formed, then we know that, oh, okay, I think it's time to get in. But I tell you, keep away from Luna, and you can see how it has fallen dramatically. This is unacceptable. And that's Luna for you. For more of these charts, stick to the channel, subscribe and like. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you can get the more in-depth in chart analysis as we're going to bring it to your view on this channel. And let's quickly check what's trending. We can see ETA merge is trending. Normally we expect that. We can see Ravecoin is trending. We expect that. We can see ETH is trending. Luna Classic is trending normally. We can see Quant is trending, and that is 100%. Flocky is trending. Oh, okay. Flock is back on this thing. Vitalik is trending. That's the founder of ETH. Satoshi is trending. Cardano is trending. So it's all about cryptocurrency trending on my timeline, and I love that. Okay, let's quickly check our check out our fear and greed, so we can know what's going on in the sentiment market. And we can now see the fear and greed is sitting on 28. You see, it was extreme fear, now it's fear. It's going to turn to green, extreme greed, and that's when you need to sell. But right now, I can see the pullback just to mitigate the order block. Then we'll see the market move forward. Only when we break the order block, we're going to see it down, and you'll see the market deep down more. Okay, that's the fear and greed. And now, if you've not subscribed, go and subscribe right now. The subscribers are growing. I can't even believe it, but that shows the work and the value we've been giving out to people. So if you're not on this channel, I can bet it you are missing out. All right, I still remain myself, Ahmed Oladmeji Kazim. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I believe you've gained one or two things from the message I'm passing across, and more of this will be coming to your view tomorrow, every day on this channel. This is Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we don't gamble it. Peace.